In a world filled with distractions, conflicts, and uncertainty, the wisdom of the past holds the key to a balanced and fulfilling life. Confucius, one of the greatest philosophers in history, dedicated his teachings to guiding humanity toward virtue, harmony, and self-mastery. His philosophy isn't just a relic of the past, it's a blueprint for living with integrity, purpose, and wisdom. From the importance of self-discipline and respect to the art of lifelong learning and leadership, Confucius' lessons provide a timeless roadmap for personal and societal growth. Whether it's navigating relationships, mastering the mind, or understanding the deeper purpose of life, his insights remain as relevant today as they were centuries ago. In this exploration, we uncover the profound teachings of Confucius, wisdom that can transform not only the way we think, but also the way we act, lead, and evolve. Let ancient knowledge illuminate the challenges of the modern world. Lesson 1. The power of self-cultivation. Master yourself before leading others. Confucius believed that true success in life begins with self-cultivation. Before seeking to change the world or influence others, one must first develop inner discipline, wisdom, and virtue. He taught that a person's greatest duty is to refine their character through continuous learning, self-reflection, and moral integrity. Unlike fleeting external achievements, self-improvement is a lifelong process that shapes not only the individual, but also the society around them. In Confucian thought, personal growth is not about chasing material wealth or social status, but about becoming a person of high moral standing. This process starts with examining one's own actions, thoughts, and emotions. Are you patient, honest, and disciplined? Do you act with kindness and fairness? Confucius emphasized that wisdom is cultivated through daily habits, small decisions, and the pursuit of ethical living. The journey towards self-mastery requires humility, the ability to recognize one's flaws and actively work on them. A true leader, according to Confucius, is not someone who seeks power, but someone who commands respect through their virtues. The most effective way to inspire others is by embodying the principles you wish to see in the world. A person who leads by example, who remains steadfast in their values despite challenges, naturally earns the admiration and trust of those around them. In this way, personal excellence becomes the foundation for strong leadership and positive societal change. Ultimately, self-cultivation is about becoming the best version of yourself, not for recognition, but because true fulfillment comes from within. The path to wisdom, success, and meaningful relationships begins with the effort to master your own thoughts and actions. As Confucius famously said, "To put the world in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate ourselves." Lesson 2. The importance of virtue. Building a life of integrity and honor. Confucius taught that virtue is the foundation of a meaningful and honorable life. More than wealth, power, or intelligence, he believed that a person's true worth is measured by their character. To live virtuously means to uphold principles such as honesty, kindness, respect, and righteousness, even when no one is watching. In a world where shortcuts and deception often seem to lead to success, Confucius reminded us that true fulfillment and lasting respect come only from living with integrity. At the heart of his teachings is the concept of Ren, often translated as benevolence or humanness. Ren is the ability to act with deep compassion and empathy toward others, treating people with kindness and understanding, regardless of their status or position. Confucius believed that the strength of a society depends on individuals who prioritize the well-being of others, rather than acting out of selfish ambition. A person who embodies Ren does not seek revenge or hold grudges, but instead cultivates patience and forgiveness. Another essential virtue in Confucian philosophy is yi, or righteousness, the ability to do what is right, even when it is difficult. This means standing firm in your beliefs, refusing to compromise your values for personal gain, and always choosing justice over convenience. Those who act with righteousness earn the trust of others and create a legacy of respect that outlives their time. Confucius also emphasized li, the practice of proper conduct, rituals, and social harmony. While some may see etiquette as superficial, Confucius understood that external behavior reflects internal discipline. Treating others with courtesy, respecting elders, and following societal customs are not mere formalities, but expressions of self-respect and consideration for others. Living a virtuous life does not mean being perfect. It means striving each day to be better than the day before. It is about making choices that align with your values, even when faced with temptation or adversity. Confucius believed that when individuals commit to a life of virtue, they not only elevate themselves, but also inspire those around them, creating a ripple effect that strengthens families, communities, and entire nations. As he wisely said, "The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions." True virtue is not declared. It is demonstrated through the way one lives, acts, and treats others. Lesson 3. The power of self-discipline, mastering yourself before leading others. Confucius believed that true wisdom and success begin with self-discipline. Before one can lead others, they must first learn to govern their own actions, thoughts, and emotions. In a world full of distractions, temptations, and external pressures, mastering oneself is the greatest achievement. At the core of self-discipline is the ability to control desires and impulses. Confucius taught that those who give in to every temptation, whether it be greed, anger, or laziness, become slaves to their own weaknesses. A person who lacks discipline may achieve temporary pleasure, but they will struggle to gain long-term success and respect. Instead, Confucius emphasized the need for moderation, patience, and perseverance in all aspects of life. A key principle in his philosophy is shu, or self-restraint. He advised that individuals should always pause before reacting impulsively, considering the consequences of their actions. A person who masters shu does not allow anger to control them, nor do they speak recklessly without thought. By practicing restraint, one gains control over their emotions and cultivates inner peace. Discipline also extends to one's daily habits and routines. Confucius believed that excellence is not achieved through sporadic bursts of effort, but through consistent, disciplined practice. Whether in education, work, or personal growth, success is the result of small, intentional efforts repeated over time. He famously said, "The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones." This reminds us that even the most difficult goals can be achieved with patience and perseverance. Furthermore, Confucius stressed the importance of self-reflection. He encouraged individuals to examine their actions at the end of each day, asking themselves, "Have I been honest? Have I treated others with kindness? Have I lived according to my principles?" This practice of continuous self-improvement allows one to correct mistakes, learn from experiences, and grow into a wiser, stronger person. Ultimately, self-discipline is not about deprivation. It is about mastery. The ability to delay gratification, to remain steady in the face of challenges, and to align one's actions with one's values is what separates the average from the extraordinary. As Confucius taught, he who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. True power comes not from controlling others, but from mastering oneself. Lesson 4. The virtue of integrity, living with honor and truth. Confucius placed great emphasis on integrity, believing that a person's character is their greatest asset. In a world where deception, dishonesty, and selfish ambition often cloud judgment, staying true to one's values is a sign of true wisdom and strength. Integrity is not just about telling the truth, it is about living in a way that aligns with one's principles, even when no one is watching. A person of integrity does not bend their morals for personal gain. Confucius taught that short-term success achieved through deceit or dishonor ultimately leads to downfall. While lies may provide temporary benefits, they erode trust and respect over time. The wise man, according to Confucius, understands that honesty, fairness, and reliability are the foundation of a meaningful and respected life. He famously said, "The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions." This means that true integrity is demonstrated through actions, not just words. Integrity is also deeply tied to one's responsibilities to others. Confucius emphasized the concept of why, or righteousness, which means acting in a way that is just and fair, even when it is difficult. He believed that those in leadership should not seek personal gain at the expense of others, but rather serve with humility and justice. A ruler, teacher, or mentor who lacks integrity will never earn true loyalty or respect. This applies to everyday life as well. Whether in friendships, business, or family, one must always uphold honesty and fairness. Another key lesson from Confucius is that integrity requires courage. There will be times when standing by one's principles comes with challenges, opposition, or personal sacrifice. Yet, as Confucius taught, it is better to suffer for doing what is right than to thrive through dishonor. He believed that a person of integrity finds peace in knowing that they have remained true to themselves, regardless of external pressures. Integrity is not just about grand moral decisions. It is built through small, daily choices. Keeping promises, admitting mistakes, treating others with sincerity, and staying consistent in one's values all contribute to a life of honor. The path of integrity may not always be easy, but it is the path of true wisdom and lasting respect. In the words of Confucius, to see what is right and not do it is a lack of courage. Let us all strive to live with integrity, for in doing so, we create a world where honesty, trust, and wisdom thrive. Subscribe to Stoic Sage Wisdom for more timeless lessons on philosophy, self-mastery, and personal growth.